This video is about famous actor Jon Hamm and the idea about how you really got to track these celebrities all the way through. You can't look at a short time span. You really got to give it that several years before you really judge that character. They're such hypocrites that they make such a variety of statements that contradict with one another. Today's clown is Jon Hamm, who's beloved by a lot of people for whatever reason. Was an actor or whatever in some crap a long time ago. Here he is 7 years ago talking about his depression when he was younger.
Got into got into therapy for the first time. My sister was like, "You need to see somebody."
And what did she say that got you to finally go?
Well, she's like, you're sleeping till 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Like something's not right. You need to see somebody. You're not well. And for me, it was like, I'll be fine. It's like stiff upper lip, kind of Midwestern. Like, don't worry about it. I'm fine. He's not fine. This is not fine.
Your friend said even when they knew you were struggling, you always had the brave face.
Well, yeah. I mean, I think that's what we're kind of taught as whatever. Seeing the therapist at that time was profoundly helpful because it does what it does. It gives you another perspective on something that you can't quite figure out. And she was able to really kind of, again, reorient my kind of way of thinking. And she put me on a medication that changed my brain chemistry enough to where, okay, I'm feeling a little better. I can get up and go to work. I can get up and go to school. I can do my work on time. I can self-motivate again. I mean, sometimes that's what you need. And it's like, it's got the most interesting stigma, but people think if you break your ankle, you're not expected to just walk it off.
Right.
But if your brain chemistry is somehow a little tweaked, you're somehow expected to just deal with it. It's like, well, but there's a medicine that fixes it.
And while he might be praising antidepressant drugs a bit too much for me right there, I can still sympathize with the man's struggles overall. I've been there, and I can respect that. He should be proud for overcoming all of this and becoming one of Hollywood's notable stars. He became a superstar from TV show Mad Men and never looked back. He made multi-millions off the show alone and has heavily filled his bag with a number of commercial deals. So what's he doing now? Oh, not much. Just shilling for a sports gambling giant.
But what would the fourth leg be? Bingo. New York.
Are you kidding me? Like, are you taking this in? He really gave it his best performance in that interview 7 years ago, opening up about his depression, only to then willingly become the face of one of the biggest gambling giants in the world.
2024, the gambling revenue was some $14 billion, just the revenue they were able to extract. That is larger than the motion picture industry, the box office industry in the United States of America. The vast majority of that revenue, a study that came out shows, comes from only 3% of gamblers, 3%. And the reason why is that gambling addicts make up almost 50% of the revenue. 3% make up 50% because they literally cannot put it down. And what makes this story even crazier is that FanDuel, DraftKings have the legal right in the way that they run their business, where Tucker, if you and I were actually good at sports gambling, they would effectively ban us from the platform. They would no longer allow us to place bets larger than, let's say, $1.20.
It's a big reason why I wanted to go back and teach. It's a big reason why I try to lead with kindness.
Yeah, kindness. That's great. Advocating for the poison that exists today. Knowing the data of only the last several years. And still, for people like Jon Hamm, securing the bag overrides everything.
Not just the ads, logos of the companies are on the field or on the floor, on the uniforms, and even on whatever the fuck those ice scrapers are called at hockey games. There are also sports books now built on the premises of Wrigley Field and other venues. And if you go to an Eagles game, gambling QR codes are displayed on scoreboards, allowing you to make instant bets on the next play without leaving your seat.
You'd think his stature would allow him to, get a little more selective in his deals. Given the depression he faced when he was younger, maybe, doing something to maybe support that next generation, lifting that next generation up, helping them avoid the pitfalls that lead to the crippling depression. Well, he most definitely ain't doing that. He's in the complete opposite direction. Am I going overboard with someone like him? I saw his commercial and remembered his interview from so many years ago and instantly jumped on it. Let me know your thoughts.